All right, hello. We'll get started in about 15 seconds. All you'll need is a mat, some water, and we'll be doing 30 seconds of high intensity interval training, and we'll start right now with a warm-up. So let's get into the warm-up. Let me just start up the appropriate music here. Great. All right, so we'll start with a warm-up. We'll start with some big shoulder rolls to the front. And then we'll reverse the shoulder rolls to the back. And let's do some arm extensions, twisting, reaching, pivoting your back foot. We'll do 3, 2, and 1. Up next, we'll do some good morning stretches. So place your hands next to your temple. Hinge forward while you stick your butt back. And then come back up. We'll do 3 more of these. Last one. All right, and let's walk out into a plank. Place our right foot in front of our right hand, and we'll tap our knee down, left knee down 3 times. And then we'll open up to the right, extending your right arm up to the sky. Hold that for a second. Then thread your right arm underneath your left armpit. And we'll do that once more. Great. Place your right hand on the mat. Step your right foot back. Take your left foot outside your left hand. Extend your left arm up to the ceiling. Then thread that underneath your right armpit. Once more. Great job. Place your left hand on the mat, left foot back to plank. We'll lift our hips up to the ceiling. Walk our hands back to our feet. And roll up to standing. Great job. We'll end the warm-up with some jumping jacks. So let's start with some simple jumping jacks. And then we'll get into our first exercise. We'll be doing 3 blocks of exercise, a cool down, and then we'll be done. 10 more seconds here. While you keep the jumping jacks up, I'll get ready for the first exercise, which will be a single leg jump squat. This is kind of difficult. We'll try and do it. So put all your weight into one leg, hop up, and then hop down into a squat. I have all my weight in my right leg, and I'm hopping up on one leg. If you can't hold the balance, just do a double leg jump squat, like so. But if you have it in you, balance on your right leg, squat down, hop up. Trying to get as low as possible, only 5 seconds here. Then we'll transition out onto the mat. Keeping in line with our one appendage exercise, let's try a 1-arm push-up on the right. Place your right hand in the center, left hand behind your back, and slowly lower yourself to the ground and push yourself back up. Now I could only get a few inches down. This is very hard for me. I can't really do it. So another option is to do a standard push-up with both hands. And another option is to do the push-ups on your knees like so. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come up and do a tricep extension. Arms up above your head. And you're just lowering your arms behind you, creating some imaginary resistance to make this quite a bit more difficult, you can do tricep dips. That's where you're on the mat, lifting yourself up and bending your elbows slightly to lower yourself to the mat. So either way, standing or on the mat. All right, up next we have a different style of push-up. Let's walk out to our push-up position again. And we're going to do side-to-side push-ups. So start in a wide grip push-up so your hands are a little bit further apart than your shoulders. Then lower yourself down to the right and do a push-up and back to center. Then next, left, lower yourself to the left, side, and back to center. So we're going side to side. Each time we go to one side as we lower ourselves to the mat. And again, you can just do standard push-ups here. All right, 3, 2, 1. Flip over. Hands behind your butt. Push yourself up to a hip raise and then bring yourself down. And this exercise is focused on just lifting your hips up to the sky. So your shoulders are elevated, your body supported by your wrists and your heels, and your abs are lifting your hips up to the sky. In 10 seconds, we'll transition back to our feet, and we'll do jumping skater squat. So hop up to your feet, start at one side of your mat, hop over into a skater. So you're just hopping back and forth in a skating motion. Halfway through the skaters. Can you do it to the beat of the music? Hopping nice and long, side to side. All right, next we're down on our mat, so join me down on the mat. This one, you might only be able to move forward one time. So you step your right arm out and follow it with your right leg towards your right elbow. And then step your left arm out and follow it with your left leg towards your left elbow. And then backwards, same thing. So imagine you're a crocodile crawling forward and back, maybe just 1 or 2 steps forward. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Come up to just do a standard jumping jack. Getting your hands to touch up top. And as you're jumping out, really jumping your feet out as far as they can go. This one's all about speed, so let's go as fast as we can here. 10 more seconds. And then we have plyometric jump lunges. All right, so for this exercise, you want to start in a lunge position and then hop up, switch your legs back to a lunge position. So you're jumping and you're lunging at the same time. You can use your arms to help with the momentum. When you do that jump lunge, try and get your back leg parallel, your shin parallel to the mat, your front leg making nice 90-degree angles. 10 more seconds here. Then we're down on the mat for mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1. Down to the mat for mountain climbers for 40 seconds. And then we rest for a minute. Try and drive your knees in to the beat of the music to keep that speed up, to keep that speed consistent. Three, 2, and 1. Take a minute rest. Grab some water. Whew. So in 50 seconds, we'll get back into that first exercise, which was the one-legged jump squat. Let me check my stream status. All right, we're still on. Looks good. All right, in 15 seconds, we'll get back into the next block of exercises. All right, let's get back into that single leg jump squat, this time on the left. All of the weight in the left foot. Squat down, hop up. You might find one leg is easier to do this on. And remember, if you lose your balance and you want to just try a standard jump squat with both legs, go for it. Or you can do the single leg jump squat on the left. All right, 5 more seconds here, and then we're down for the one-arm push-ups. On the left, walk out. This time with your left hand in the center, right arm behind your back. Try and lower yourself a few inches, and then push yourself back up. This is really hard for me, so I'm going to switch to standard push-ups for the remainder of this interval. All right, 3, 2, hop up for the tricep extensions. That's where you have your hands above your head. You're bending your elbows behind your back. Or you can also hinge forward and extend your triceps out behind you, above your hips. If you're doing these, try and create some imaginary resistance. Or if you want to go down on your mat and do tricep dips, all you need is to slightly bend your elbows to get your triceps working. All right, in 10 seconds, we have the other variation of push-ups, the side-to-side push-up. Let's flip over, come down to your mat. For the side-to-side push-ups, remember these are wide grips, so your hands are wider than your shoulders, and you're lowering yourself to one side as you do the push-up, and then lower yourself to the other side. So left, and then right. If you want, you can drop to your knees and still do the side-to-side push-ups. All right, 3, 2, hop up to your feet. I'm sorry, don't hop up to your feet. Stay on your mat. And we're doing the shoulder elevated hip raise. So come up to a inverted plank and just lower your hips and raise them up. Remember, this action should be coming from your abs. You're not bending your elbows here. You're keeping your arms nice and straight. Your heels, your feet are firmly planted on the ground. 10 more seconds here. And then we're going to hop up to standing and do the skaters. All right, hop up to standing, and then big jumps side to side as you do the skater squat. Skater. I guess you can kind of do a squat at the end of each skate. I'm trying to do that now. Definitely harder. So as I'm jumping side to side, when I land, I'm landing softly and kind of in a one-legged squat position. All right, let's walk out into that crocodile crawl. Remember, that's where you start in a plank. You move your right hand forward, and then you follow that with your right knee, and then your left hand forward, and follow that with your left knee, and then backwards. You can do your left leg back, left hand back, right leg back, right hand back. Maybe once more if you have enough room. But right arm forward, right knee forward, left, left. Keep that going while I get some music playing here. Whew. All right, 3, 2, 1. And we're just doing standard jumping jacks for the next 35 seconds. While you keep that going, I'm going to work on the music, getting the music back, so just keep on doing the jumping jacks. 15 more seconds on the jumping jacks. All right, 9, 8, 7, 6. Let's see if I can get some music going here. All right, up next is the jump lunges. So that is where you start off in a lunge position, jump up, switch your legs, just like that. Keep that going. All right, let me start the music up. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. 3, 2, 1. We walk out, finish up with mountain climbers. 45 seconds of mountain climbers, and then we take a minute rest. Keep that going. I noticed the music stopped again. Let's see if I could get it working. All right. After this, we take a rest. 10 more seconds. All right, 3, 2, 1, and rest. We'll take a minute rest. While we have that minute, I'll work on the music. Okay. Let's see if this works. All right, we have music again. Awesome, awesome. "20 more seconds on the rest, then we do the final block of work. Great. Looks like we're back in business here. All right, in 5 seconds, we get back into the single leg squat, the single leg jump squats. So let's start on the right. We'll do half of the time on the right.
Everybody put your hands up.
Remember, you can do a normal jump squat here. Let's switch to the other leg. Whew. Trying to hold the jump squat the entire time. The one-legged jump squat. 10 more seconds here. All right, let's walk out into that one arm push-up. We'll do half of the time on the right. So right hand in the center, lower yourself as much as you can. I'm going to do the standard 2-arm push-up.
Everybody put your hands up.
All right, if you're doing the 1-arm push-up, switch to the other arm now. If you're doing the standard push-up, try and get that full range of motion. Try and get 3 more in. 1, 2, and 3. Great job. Come up to the tricep extension. Either this method with the arms above your head, reaching behind your head as you extend and bend, or hinging forward, extending your triceps out behind you, or down on the mat for the tricep dips with your arms supporting you, your heels supporting you, and you're bending your elbows to lower your butt down to the mat. All right, 5 more seconds here. Then we switch over to the side-to-side push-ups. All right, time for the side-to-side push-ups. Wide grip. Over to the right. Over to the left.
Ooh, that pussy good once you sit it on my taste buds. I get way too petty once you let me do the extras. Pull up on your block.
15 more seconds here. You can drop to your knees, but keep that side to side push up going however you can. 3, 2, and 1. Flip over to the shoulder elevated hip raise. Hands behind you, heels on the ground, feet on the ground. Lift your torso up and lower your hips. Push them up to the sky. Keep that going. 20 more seconds. This is where you have the opportunity to breathe. Catch your breath. 10 more seconds, then we hop up to the jumping skater squats. 3, 2, 1. Start off one side of your mat. Hop over. Try and land into a squat position while you do the skate motion. Great job. Keep going. 30 more seconds. Really trying to explode off that one foot to push yourself over to the other side. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's walk out into the Crocodile Crawl. That's where you're starting to plank. Move your right hand forward with your right knee. Then your left hand forward with your left knee following you. Then maybe walk backwards, left leg back, right leg back. Then do it again. Right arm forward, left leg forward, left arm forward, left knee forward. Once more, backwards. Three, 2, 1. Stand up. Jumping jacks.
Arriba, abajo,
15 more seconds on the jumping jacks. In 5 seconds, we transition into the jumping plyo lunges. 3, 2, 1. So start off in a front lunge and then jump up, switch your legs. Last 2 exercises, we're almost there. Then we take a rest and do a cool down. My heart rate's up into the upper 150s. Really working hard this last couple minutes. All right, in 5 seconds, we're down on the mat for the mountain climbers. One last time. All right. In about 25 seconds, we get a minute rest. We do a cool down, and then we're done. Three, 2, 1. And great job, that's it. We got the hardest part done. Grab something to drink. We'll get into the cool down. Whew. In 30 seconds, we'll do some cool down movements, some stretches, and then we'll be done. All right. Let's get into this cool down. Let's start standing. We'll start with our hands above our head. Left hand grabs the right wrist and bends over to the left. Back to center. Right hand grabs the left wrist and back to center. We'll do some nice big arm circles forward. Then let's reverse that circle. We'll take our right arm, cross it across the left side of our body, hook it in with our left arm. Take our right arm behind our head. Grab our right elbow with our left wrist, gently pull it back while looking up a little bit. Let's do the same thing on the other side, left arm across the right side of the body. Then left hand behind your head. Right hand grabs the left elbow. Pull the left tricep back. We'll walk out slowly into a nice plank. We'll place our right foot forward, left knee and shin on the ground. Sitting up straight, kneeling. Raise our arms up to the ceiling. Then down in prayer position, taking your left elbow outside your right knee, twisting to the right. And back to center. Let's switch legs, left leg forward, arms straight up. Down to prayer position. Take your right elbow outside your left knee and twist to the left. Come back to center. Come back to that plank. Lift your hips up into a downward facing dog. We'll pedal out the feet while taking some nice deep breaths. Pedaling out the feet one at a time. We'll do 2 more. 1 more. And walk our hands back to our feet. We'll stay in the forward fold for a few seconds. Stretch out the hamstrings. And slowly roll it up. We'll take 3 deep breaths. Two. And last breath. All right, great job. Thank you for coming. Hope to see you again soon, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Have you ever been in love? Now bad vibes can't stop this good vibration, yeah. That's the positive vibes we keep creating, yeah. Sounds that make you feel right, we keep it blazing, yeah. As long as we live in this life, we keep it blazing, yeah. As long as we live in this life, yeah.